Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram.
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री स्वामी गौरभक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
हरे राम हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna,
हरे राम हरे कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
राम हरे
Hare
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Krishna
राम हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram, Ram
हरे
Ram,
राम
Hare
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna
राम हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram Ram,
हरे राम
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna
हरे राम
Hare Ram,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे
Hare Ram,
हरे
Hare Ram,
कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम
Hare Ram,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे
Hare
टू
Krishna,
वन
Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Ram,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare Ram,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Ram Ram,
हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे राम
Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसारि गौरभक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम, हरे कृष्ण
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
जय श्री
Krishna,
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Samataj Dandavat Pranams, all glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. Please, anybody like to read? This talks about the faith, how to develop faith, how to attain faith. This is from Sri Ramamrita. Yeah.
Can I read properly?
Go ahead, Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna. The holy name brings faith in Krishna consciousness. Faith in Krishna consciousness is attained by chanting the holy name. Lord Krishna to Arjuna. In this world, there is nothing is sublime and pure transcendental knowledge as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the major fruit of all mysticism. And one who has achieved this enjoys the self within himself in due course of time. A faithful man who is absorbed in transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Such knowledge in Krishna consciousness can be achieved by a faithful person who believes firmly in Krishna. One is called a faithful man who thinks that simply by acting in Krishna consciousness, he can attain the highest perfection. This faith is attained by the discharge of devotional service by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which cleanses one's heart of all material dirt. Or and above this, one should control the senses. A person who is faithful to Krishna and who controls the senses can easily attain perfection in the knowledge of Krishna consciousness without delay. Bhagavad Gita as it is 4.38 to 39. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for reading. Anybody remember when we read this statement? Anything? Any verse? One verse is there, right? Hare Krishna. Am I audible? Haribol?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Which cleanses one's heart of all material dirt. How? There is one verse actually. Anybody remember it? Never recall. Sikshastakam prayer. At least remember the verse.
Can you repeat the question, Prabhuji?
No, this one, when we read Srila Prabhupada written this statement, which cleanses all material dirt. Yes, Mataji, that's what it is. Cheto Darpanam Arjanam. By chanting the holy names of the Lord, it will be cleansed. And faith also develops. Faith in Krishna consciousness attained by chanting the holy names. 2 points. And one more point is mentioned here. Again, yeah, the faith is attained by discharge of devotional service by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. A person who is faithful to Krishna consciousness faithful to Krishna, who control the senses, can easily attain perfection in the knowledge of Krishna consciousness without any delay. Two things: faith and controlling senses, and basically sensual desires, can easily attain perfection in the knowledge of. How can we control our senses? That is also we read. The answer also there. How can we control the senses? There is one more verse which talks about. How can we use our senses? That verse is there, right? Rishikena
Shikesha Sevanam Chate.
Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktiruchyate. When we engage our senses for the service of the Lord, senses also automatically controlled. Right? That's where the ultimately put ourselves in the process of Krishna consciousness, engage our senses in the service of the Lord. So those two things, faith in the process, control. That means engaging our senses in the service of the Lord. We attain perfection in the knowledge of Krishna consciousness without delay. This is what Srila Prabhupada, without delay. No question about this thing. Yes. So 2 points. Chetodarpanamajana, that cleanses by chanting the holy names of the Lord. It cleanses all impurities in our heart. Second thing is engaging our senses. Chanting means engaging our senses actually, right? Our mind, our tongue, our ear. That itself is there. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Prabhuji's mother is again. So let us begin with Mangalacharana prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam langāyate girim yatkrupatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandamādhavam Sri Chaitanyamīśwaram Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va Yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhyabhyantaram suchihi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu. So we will read a review of these Subodhini books. So far we completed Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Bhagavatam 1st canto 10th chapter, and yesterday we have done review also Adi Lila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of 10th chapter, branches, sub-branches of Chaitanya tree. So today we will read the 10th chapter we have completed a couple of weeks back. So we'll read this. So yeah, this title already there. This subsection, please read quickly, Mother, is completely. There are 42 verses in this chapter. Yeah. So in one of the important, is a jewel-like chapter actually. Bhavati, the 10th chapter is a jewel. There are 6 chapters, jewel-like chapters. Diamond from 7th chapter to 12th chapter. Yeah, please read, anybody, Mother is.
The opulence of the Absolute. 1 to 7. Knowing that Krishna is unknowable and the source of all. Krishna is the mysterious origin of everything, and one who knows Krishna is free from all sins. Krishna is the origin of all qualities and personalities. Accepting his powers leads to surrender unto him. 8 to 11. Pure Bhakti, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. 8 to 9. Krishna is the source of all material and spiritual worlds. The wise people who worship him are always absorbed in his discussions. 10 to 11. Krishna gives intelligence to his devotees from within and mercifully destroys their ignorance. 12 to 18. Arjuna accepts Krishna's supreme position. 12 to 13. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, the purest, unborn, and the greatest. His supremacy is confirmed by great authorities like Narada, Vyasa, and so on. 14 to 15. No one knows Krishna except himself. 16 to 17. Arjuna requests Krishna to tell more about his divine opulences, as there is no satiation in hearing about Krishna. Lord Krishna describes his vibhutis, opulences. 19 to 20, Krishna describes only the most prominent of his opulences as they are unlimited. He is the all-pervading supersoul and the beginning, the middle, and the end of all entities. 21 to 39, various opulences of Krishna, see the table. 40 to 42, there is no end to Krishna's divine opulences. All that is majestic, beautiful, and powerful is a spark of Krishna's splendor. He pervades and supports the entire universe with a single fragment of his power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you. 8 to 11, 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, 10.11. What these verses called?
Chatushloki Bhagavad-gita.
Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Sorry, Gita, Chatushloki Gita.
Yes, Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita, pure bhakti, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. 8.9, 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, 10.11. Yeah, it starts with what is that? 10.8. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. Then 10.9. Machitta Madhgata Prana. 10.10. Tesham Satadektanam. Then 10.11. Tesham Evanu Kampartham. Aham Ajnana Jantama. They very beautifully one-liners statements here. Krishna is the source of all material and spiritual worlds. The wise people who worship him are always absorbed in his discussions. 10 to 11, 10 and 11, Krishna gives intelligence to his devotees from within and mercifully destroys their ignorance. Very nice, yes. Let us go to into sections. This is complete connected points.
Yeah, Prabhuji. In the previous chapter, Lord Krishna concluded with the instruction to fix the mind upon him, 9.34. In this chapter, Krishna describes his opulences on which a devotee can fix his mind and remember him whenever he sees anything opulent, powerful, and beautiful in this world. In chapter 7 and 9, Krishna has explained how his different energies are working, 7.8 to 12 and 9.16 to 19. Now in chapter 10, he will explain his specific manifestation and opulences, vibhutis, knowing which one understands that the Lord is worthy of worship. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So 9.34, that is there, right? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaisasi yutvaivam atmanam matparayana. That is the verse. Concluded with to fix the mind upon him. Then continue now 10th chapter. So please read Samyukta Mataji, this section. Some of the 1, 2, let me see. Yeah.
1 to 3, Prabhuji.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. 1 to 7. Knowing that Krishna is unknowable and the source of all. More wonderful knowledge, O mighty armed Arjuna, Mahabaho, because you are my dear friend, filled with love, Priyamanaya. For your benefit, Hita Kamyaya, I shall give you supreme knowledge, Paramam Vacha, greater than what I spoke earlier. Please listen. No one knows Krishna, the mysterious origin of everything. Name Vidu Suragana Prabhavamna Maharshaya. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my extraordinary origin or opulences. Aham Adirhi Devanam Maharshinam cha Sarvashaha. For in every respect, I am the source of the demigods and sages. One cannot understand Krishna by scholarship and speculation. One can understand Krishna in his actual situation only by the unprecedented mercy of Krishna and his devotees, and from the bona fide books like the Gita and the Bhagavatam. One who knows Krishna is freed from all sins. Yomam Ajam Anadimcha. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless. Veti Loka Maheshwaram, and as the supreme proprietor of all the worlds. Asamudasa Martyeshu, he only undeluded among men. Sarva Papai Pramuchate, is freed from all sinful reactions in this world. Refer 7.3 for the rarity of a person who knows Krishna in truth. The conditioned souls change bodies, but Krishna is unborn and his body is not changeable. All the demigods were created within this world, but Krishna existed before the creation of this world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So, yeah, Sandhya Mata, please read this 4 to 6, 7. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 4 to 6. Krishna is the origin of all qualities and personalities. Buddhir Jnanam Asammoha. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from illusion. Kshama, Satyam, Dama, Shama. Forgiveness, truthfulness, sense control, mind control. Sukham, Dukkham, Bhavo, Bhav. Happiness, distress, birth, death. Bhayam, Chabhayam, Evacha. Fear, fearlessness. Ahimsa, Samata, Tustis. Non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction. Tapo, Danam, Yasho, Yashaha. Austerity, charity, fame and infamy. Bhavanti Bhava, Bhutanam, Matta Eva, Pratakvidaha. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Generalogical synopsis of the universal population. The 7 great sages, the 4 Kumaras and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, came from me, born from my mind. They were absorbed in thinking of me, and all the living beings descend from them. Accepting Krishna's power leads to surrender. One who is convinced of this opulence and mystic power, vibhutis of mind, described in this chapter, engages in an alloyed devotional service. Avikalpena yogena, undoubtedly. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mamayo vetti tattvaha. So vikalpena yogena yujyate natraya samshaya. The highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Generally, people know that God is great, but they don't know in detail how God is great. The following are details.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
How beautifully these Sanskrit words, right? Krishna is the origin of all qualities and personalities. Kshama, Satyam, Dama, Sama, Buddhi, Jnanam, Asammoha, Sukham, Dukkham, Bhavo, Bhavo, Bhayam, Chabhayam, Ahimsa, Samata, Tustis, Tapo, Dhanam, Yasho, Yashaha, Bhavanti, Bhava, Bhutanam, Matta Eva, Prutak Vidaha. 4 to 6, 4, 5, 6, 3 slokas words even. Yeah. They're all devotional qualities. Okay, so origin of all qualities. The distance also is come from Krishna. Birth, death, everything. Yeah. Go to 8 to 11 section. Go ahead, Lavanya. 8 to 9, 10. Chadani.
Hare Krishna. 8 to 11. Pure Bhakti, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna summarizes the Bhagavad Gita in these 4 essential verses, often called Chatushloki. Also, describe the bhakti of topmost devotees and the real nature of himself, which generates and nourishes the bhakti. 8th one, Krishna is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Mattas sarvam pravartate. Everything emanates from me and operates due to me. Iti matva bhajante mam. Those who know this engage in my devotional service. Buddha bhava samanvita. Such wise people lovingly worship me with their hearts. 9th one. Symptoms of pure devotees of Krishna. Matchitta matgata prana. With their minds absorbed in me, smaranam. Their lives fully devoted to my service. Bodhayanta parasparam. My pure devotees enlighten one another. Shravanam. Through Shravanam. Katayantasya mam nityam. By conversing about me always. Kirtanam. tushyanti cha ramanti cha, and thus experience great satisfaction and bliss. Okay. Bhakti or devotional service unto Lord Krishna gives satisfaction in the stages of both practice, sadhana, and perfection, sadhya. This great joy that a devotee experiences by glorifying Krishna is spiritual bliss beyond the modes. But how does he grasp Krishna, who is infinite in form, qualities, and powers? Who gives them the method of realizing Krishna? The previous verse describes how devotees worship Krishna, and the next two verses describe how Krishna reciprocates with them.
ఓకే ఓకే వెరీ నైస్. సో ఇందులో అలా చెప్పాడు, స్మరణం శ్రవణం కీర్తనం 9th వన్, అచ్యుత మద్గత ప్రాణ బోధయంత పరస్పరం. ఏం చేస్తారు డివోటీస్ వెన్ దే అసోసియేట్, వెన్ వి గో టు అసోసియేషన్? మచ్చిత, దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ వి ఆర్ డూయింగ్, దిస్ ఇస్ యాక్టివిటీ గ్లోరిఫైయింగ్ అబౌట్ లార్డ్. అచ్యుత మద్గత ప్రాణ స్మరణం శ్రవణం కీర్తనం, that's what all about, right? Satsang means, yeah, symptoms of pure devotion. That's where the pure devotion develops, with the association of devotees, regular satsangs. Nice. Sadhana and sadhya. Bhakti or devotion service unto Lord Krishna gives satisfaction in the stages of both practice and perfection. Practice is sadhana, perfection is sadhya. This point is very good. The previous verse described how devotees worship Krishna, and next two verses describe how Krishna reciprocates. How devotees worships and Krishna reciprocates. These two. Yes. Lalit Mohan Prabhu, can you read 10 and 11?
Yes, Prabhu. Then Krishna gives intelligence to his devotees. Tesham satvayuktanam, to those who are constantly engaged in bhajatam priti purvakam, serving me with love and devotion, dadami buddhi yogam tam, I give them necessary understanding, yena mam upayanti te, by which they can come to me. Buddhi yoga is the process by which one gets out of entanglement of this material world. The ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. To achieve this goal, the path is slowly but progressively traversed. When a person knows the goal of life but is addicted to the fruits of activities, he is acting in karma yoga. When he knows that the goal is Krishna, but he takes pleasure in mental speculations to understand Krishna, he is acting in jnana yoga. And when he knows the goal and seeks Krishna completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in bhakti yoga or buddhi yoga, which is the complete yoga. This complete yoga is the highest perfection stage of life. Should I read the other one also?
Prabhu,
11. Krishna mercifully destroys ignorance. Tesham yevanukampartham, to show them special mercy. Aham ajnanajam tamaha nasayam syatma bhavostu, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy the darkness born of ignorance. Jnana deepena bhasvata, with the shining lamp of knowledge. One. They cannot maintain their lives without me, just like a fish out of water. It's an analogy.
ఇది వన్ ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది?
ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది ప్రభుజీ?
ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది? అది పైన
పైన ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది?
ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేశాడు నేను.
సర్వీస్ పైన రాసింది ప్రభుజీ, కిందనే ఒక రైట్ సైడ్ లో, ఆ సేమ్ పేజ్ లో. అదిగో మై సర్వీస్, ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో పైన.
అచ్చా, ఇదా? ఓకే ఓకే, నైస్ మోత, యూ హ్యావ్ గుడ్ ఐస్. మై సర్వీస్ వన్, ఓకే. వాట్ ఈస్ సేయింగ్ మై సర్వీస్ వన్? They cannot maintain their lives without me. Okay, okay, without me, just like a fish out of water. Okay, they always dwell in that. They don't want to come out of, hearing away from. Wanted to hear always. That's the only thing, and relish. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mataji. Yes. Lavish Prabhu, can you please read some of the verses?
Hare Krishna. After hearing the above four, 12 to 18, Arjuna accepts Lord Krishna's supreme position. After hearing the above four essential verses from Krishna, Arjuna in the following verses glorifies Krishna's supremacy and expresses his desire to hear more about his vibhutis. Krishna's supremacy confirmed by the authorities. Param Dhamma, Param Dhama. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, the purest and the absolute truth. Purusham Shashvatam Devyam, you are the eternal personality, transcendental. Adidevam Ajam Vibhu, the original Lord, unborn and the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Ashita, Devala, and Vyasa confirmed this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. 14. No one knows you. O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons can understand you. Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah, 15 also continue. Babu.
15. Only you know yourself. By your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, Purushottama, origin of all, Bhuta Bhavana, Lord of all beings, Bhutesha, God of gods, Deva Deva, Lord of the universe, Jagatpate. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Babu, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
Raju, yeah, please go ahead. 16, 17, 18.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 16 to 7. Please tell me more of your divine opulences. Divyahi Atma Vibhutayaha, by which you pervade all these worlds. How shall I constantly think of you, know you, and remember you? In what all form you do manifest? Questions for common people. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge by which he has understood Krishna to be Supreme Lord. So Krishna to be the Supreme Lord. Yet he asked Krishna to describe all pervading nature on behalf of common people. Because people in general, and especially the impersonalists are more concerned with the all pervading nature of the Supreme in the physical world. 18. No satiation hearing about you, O Janardana. Please describe in detail your mystic power, vibhutis and bhakti yoga. The more higher, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. No satiation in hearing about you. బోర్ కొట్టదు అనమాట భగవంతుని గురించి తెలుసుకున్నప్పుడు. రిపీటెడ్ అవే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ అదే ఉన్నా కూడా ఆల్వేస్ ఫ్రెష్, ఆల్వేస్ వాంట్ టు హియర్ మోర్. ద మోర్ ఐ హియర్, ద మోర్ ఐ వాంట్ టు టేస్ట్ ద నెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ వర్డ్స్. భగవద్గీత direct words from Krishna, right? So that's why we have to repeatedly read, and that way we also get the same taste. Yes, 19 to 42. Akinchan Prabhu, read some of the verses.
Yeah, 19 to 42. Lord Krishna describes his vibhutis, opulences. My opulences is limitless, so I will tell you only the pertinent pradharata. One of my splendor manifestations. Our limited senses do not allow us to understand the totality of Krishna's powers. Still, the devotees try to understand Krishna because the very topics of Krishna are so realizable. Vibhuti is the verse refers to the opulences by which Krishna controls the universe. Yeah. So 21. I am the super soul in the hearts of all the living entities. I am the beginning, and middle, and the end. Creation, maintenance, and destructions of all the beings. The mood of understanding Krishna's vibhutis. 10.21 to 39 describe a few of Krishna's infinite opulences or vibhutis. For easy readability, they are presented in the table. The first column gives the verse number. The second column presents the broad category of the last column presents the representative of Krishna in the broad category. For the instance, when Krishna says that he is the sun among the luminaries, 10.21, it means that sun is the chief of all luminaries and thus represents the Supreme Lord Krishna. Even the powerful sun gets its power from Lord Krishna, potent energy. All entries in the following table have to be understood in a similar manner. Ad, among the Krishna is Adityas. One
Yeah,
second. Vishnu, Vamana, the luminaries sun, Maruta, winds, Maruchi, stars, moon, Vedas, Samaveda, demigods, Indra, in senses is the mind, living beings is consciousness, Rudras, Shankara, Yakshas and Rakshasas, Kuvera, Vasus, Agni, fire, mountains, Meru, and the priest is the Brihaspati, and commanders is Kartikeya, in water bodies is the ocean, great sages is Bhrugu, vibrations Om, sacrifices Japa, chanting, immovable things Himalayas, trees Banyan tree, sages among demigods Narada, Gandharvas Chitraratha, and perfected beings is a Kapila. Hare Krishna.
yes, Prabhu. Hare
Kapila
Krishna.
is a perfected being.
Mm-hmm.
27, yeah. Horses is Uchaishrava, lordly elephants Airavata, men king, weapons thunderbolt, cows Survi or Kamadhenu, cause of procreation, lust for producing progeny, Kandarpa, serpents Vasuki, many hooded snakes Ananta or Shesha, aquatics Varuna, ancestors Aryama, dispensers of law Yama, demons Prahlada, demons Prahlada. Okay. Subdues time, beast lion, birds Garuda. Among the purifying agents is the wind. Holders of the weapon Rama or Parshurama. Fishes Makara or shark. Rivers Ganga, sorry.
So
So
ఇది demons Prahlad అంటే
among the demons Prahlada ఏదో ఉంది ప్రభుజీ.
among the demons అందులో he took birth in that Rakshasa, in that family, right?
Acha, among all around demons, he is the Prahlada. Okay. He is a devotee there. Okay.
Prabhuji, attention Prabhu.
3 to 9.
Yeah, demon,
Yes,
like, you know, demons can also be devotees, Prabhuji.
oh,
Keep
okay.
devotees aside, but his nature is demonic only. And he is the king of whom? Demons, not demigods actually. Prahlad is the king of demons, even though he is being a devotee. There are some exceptions, Prabhuji, in demons also, like Prahlad and Bali.
Vibhishan, Prabhuji.
Yeah, like, there's a genealogy actually. Prahlad, Bali. Bali is, his own grandson. Na? And after that, like, two in this, like, उसका नाम क्या है जो
Virochan.
No, that Indra will kill him, na? Vritrasura. He's also demon. Yeah, and then comes in Ramayana, Vibhishan.
Yeah.
So there are many Prabhuji. They're all demons only. Yeah. Personally, they are devotees, but occupational is demon. That's it. They will do the demonic activities only if you see.
Okay.
Yeah. But personally, they are, they're devotees.
Demonic activities and Prabhuji, what are the activities of demon? What they'll do?
Controlling demons, you cannot be sadhu, Mataji. Like Prahlad is a king of all of them. So he will try to, make all the demons fall at the feet of Shukracharya. He will keep that fear of the superiors. But at the same time, if you want to rule them, you cannot be a devotee. Humility and all will not work out there.
So Prahlada kuda ala undala, Prabhuji, like he is a sadhu, right? From beginning, from the birth.
He knows everything, Mataji. He knows everything means he knows the kingly activities also. He knows how a king should behave also. He knows what he should do to be a king. Because Krishna has given him that position, to be a king of the demons. No, he cannot change everyone to become a devotee, whom he rules. Some people, they are born with that enviousness of Krishna. So he cannot do anything. But his position is to rule them. So what are all necessary for those things, he will do. Don't
With the
consider
help
that he will be
of
started
Guru.
with all those things and with all those people, those kind of people also. No, that doesn't work like that, Mataji. Personally, he is a pure devotee of the Lord. He and the Lord knows. And whoever is inclined towards devotional service, he will facilitate them. Even in the demons also.
Okay.
So the occupational duty can never be crisscrossed with the personal life of the devotee. That should be very clear.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Let me share that verse while you are discussing. So this one, Prahladascha Daityanam Kala Kalayatam Aham Mruganam cha Mrugendroham Vainateyascha Pakshinam. Among the Daitya demons, I am the devoted Prahlada. Among the subduers, I am time. I am one of the next. Among beasts, I am the lion, and among the birds, I am Garuda. So Diti or Aditya are two sisters. The sons of Aditi are called Adityas. The sons of Diti are called Daityas. All the Adityas are devotees of the Lord. And all the Daityas are atheistic. Although Prahlada was born in the family of Daityas, he was a great devotee from his childhood because of his devotional service and godly nature. He is considered to be a representative of Krishna. Among he took birth in the demoniac families. Okay, there are many subduing principles, but time wears down all things in the material universe. So represents Krishna of the many animals, etc. Lion is ferocious, and the millions of varieties of birds, Garuda, and the bearer of Lord Vishnu is the greatest. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, we'll continue. Yes, these are the other personalities. Let me read some of them. Yeah, that among 32 onwards, among the creations, Krishna is beginning, middle, and end. Among the knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Among the arguments of logicians, conclusive truth, Vada. Among the letters, A, compound words, Samashika, dual compound, Dvandvaha. Destroyers, time. Among the destroyers, I am time. Krishna is time. Creators, Brahma. Among the creators, Krishna is Brahma. Krishna, okay. Deaths that take place at every moment. Death that devours everything, including memory. Future manifestations or transformations. Generating principle, birth. Women, feminine opulences. Fame, fortune, memory, fine speech, patience, intelligence, steadfastness. 35th verse. Samaveda hymns, Bruhat Sama. Poetry, Chandasa, Gayatri Mantra. Months, Mrugashirsha, November, December. Seasons, flower bearing spring. Among the cheaters, gambling. Krishna is gambling. Among the splendid, splendor. Victorious, victory. Those who endeavor, effort, adventure. Among the strong, strength. I am the strength. Krishna is the strength. Descendants of Vrishni, 37 verse. Vasudeva. Pandavas, Arjuna. Sages, Vyasa. Thinkers, Usana. Sukracharya. Usana. 38. Means of suppressing lawlessness. Punishment. Danda. Victory seekers, morality. Niti. Secrets. Among the secrets, silence. Maunam. Among the wise, Krishna is the wisdom. Among all existences, seed, bijam, no moving or non-moving being exists without me. Bijam, all existences. 40. There is no end to my divine vibhutis and grandeur. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Connected point is, having explained his vibhutis individually, Lord Krishna will now speak of them as a whole. As a whole. Yes. Mother is, this is the last page. Let us complete it. Yeah. Go ahead, Deepa Mataji.
Yes.
A spark of Krishna's splendor, know that all majestic, Vibhutimat, beautiful, Shrimat, and powerful, Urjitam. Creations in past, present, and future spring from but a fragment, Amsha, of my splendor, Mama Teja. Yadyat Vibhutimat Sattvam. పాడాలా ప్రభుజీ చెప్పాలా ప్రభుజీ విభూతిమత్సత్వం శ్రీమదూర్జితం ఏవ వా తత్తత్ ఏవావగచ్చత్వం మం తేజోంశ సంభవం. In this verse, Lord Krishna gathers together all the vibhutis which he did not mention. One should consider that all glorious objects are non-different from Krishna by being under his control and by being pervaded by him, all pervasive super soul. But what is the need of all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Athava bahunaytena kim gyatena tavarjuna vishtabhyaham idam krishnam ekamshena sthito jagat. Three super souls. Krishna is the source and basis of everything in this universe. He is all pervading, antaryami, by the expansion of his partial representations. The super soul Paramatma, who enters into everything that exists and maintains it. There are three Purusha incarnations who are the antaryami super souls of Prakriti, material nature. Karanadaksai Vishnu or Mahavishnu, who lies on the causal ocean. Karana Samudra, and from whom innumerable material universes emanate. He is the super soul, an entire material realm of entire material realm. Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who lies on the Garbhodaka ocean within each material universe. He is the super soul of an individual universe. Kshirodakshai Vishnu, who lies on the milk ocean and who expands as the super soul in the heart of every single living entity and even an atom. Since Krishna pervades everything, all the wonderful or powerful objects should be understood as his vibhutis. Krishna is not an incarnation, he is the source of all incarnations. Therefore, Lord Sri Krishna is most worshipable and worthy of service. Understanding this with intelligence and realizing this with devotion, one will be able to taste Krishna's sweetness. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Mother. Yes. Right. This is a perfect knowledge. 10th chapter ki jai. Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna ki jai. Govindan ki jai. Thank you. So thank you all for reading today. So let us practice the verse. Let me start sharing.
Prabhuji, can I know a little bit about Gayatri mantra? Little bit.
What exactly you want to know in Gayatri mantra?
Because all the mantras it says Gayatri, right? So
Okay. That's where Krishna says that I am the Gayatri mantra. No, what that question you want to know? Gayatri mantra, Krishna himself says I am the Gayatri. That is the topmost mantra.
Prabhuji, I think she might to ask whether she might want to ask why it is Gayatri mantra other than the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Is it, Mataji?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Prabhuji. Like Gayatri, what is the importance of yeah, that's what.
Giriraj Prabhu, you please go ahead because you are second initiated. You have more knowledge on those things than me, Prabhu. Please, if you wanted to share something, please do.
The second initiated, they will Maharaj gives, right, this mantra. Out topmost means and everything's there in that mantra actually. How can I say? Right? What is that? Gayatri mantra. But the first we all know. I mean, we heard in different this one recordings. Om Bhur Swaha Tatsadvitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Right? That is the Gayatri mantra. But actually, it's a in the Bhagavatam itself there is a lot of description in that.
Yeah, about Dhimahi in the first.
Yeah. So yeah. In that verse only, Mataji. How can I say? I want to refer first of all that was same verse only in the 10.35. No, Krishna says in this chapter. Let me first read and then add 10.35. Why? Gayatri Chandasam Aham. The poetry, I am the Gayatri. A poetry. Chandasam of all poetry. In Sanskrit, there are definite rules and regulate poetry. Rhyme and meter are not written whimsically. As in much modern poetry, among the regulated poetry, Gayatri Mantra, which is chanted by the duly qualified Brahmanas, is the most prominent. The Gayatri Mantra is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam because the Gayatri Mantra is especially meant for God realization. If it represents the Supreme Lord, this mantra is meant for spiritually advanced people. And when one attains success in chanting it, he can enter into the transcendental position of the Lord. One must first acquire the qualities of the perfectly situated person, the qualities of goodness according to laws of material nature, in order to chant the Gayatri Mantra. There are some standards maintained in this. The Gayatri Mantra is very important in Vedic civilization and is considered to be the sound incarnation of Brahman. Brahman is its initiator and it is passed down from him in disciplic succession. So after Gayatri Mantra also we are chanting Hare Krishna Mantra, right?
So first it comes from Brahma, right? For the glorification of Krishna. Dhimahi, obeisances.
Yeah, that's what mantra is. And see, these are the standards maintained. See, if the second initiated, all these get in qualities. It's initiation. Brahman initiation means to develop the qualities of that. Just like first initiation, first Harinama Sankirtana. Are we completely purified devotees? No. It's still on the way. We have to develop those qualities and practice and imbibe it and follow it. Right? First acquire the qualities of the perfectly situated person, the qualities of goodness according to the laws of material nature, in order to chant the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is very important in Vedic civilization. That's there, but so those standards set forth, and in our institution also, not everybody gets because there is some sets in understanding all the Vedic literature, right? That's where they put Bhakti Shastra is a mandatory. In order to understand, see outside ISKCON, so many people have chant this Gayatri Mantra.
Yeah. Because in my childhood, I used to say, like my friends used to say, like this Gayatri mantra is so powerful, and we used to chant that mantra. So I heard like from my childhood, but I don't know because we are not from Brahmin family. I don't know anything about that. So like I want to know who is Gayatri, and because the names also like Gayatri, they have to put Gayatri. So what is the importance of Gayatri? Actually, that's what I mean. Gayatri Devi or Gayatri.
Krishna
like
ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్తా బ్రో, దెన్ మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి. కృష్ణ ఇస్ బోత్ మేల్ అండ్ ఫీమేల్. ఆ గాయత్రి మంత్రంలో వచ్చేది అది. ఈజ్ బోత్ ఫెమినైన్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ అండ్ మస్క్యులర్ ఆస్పెక్ట్. ఓకే, ఇంకా డీప్ గా ఉంటుంది. యాక్చువల్గా భాగవతంలో వస్తుంది ఇంకా డీటెయిల్ గా. చెప్పండి బ్రో మీరు.
No, bro, I just wanted to add one more point. Like I have heard from one of my counselors actually that it is said that Gayatri mantra for any time, any place, means any yuga in this material world, that really works. And like Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in this Kali Yuga, it works more. So he said, he has given this one explanation to me during this, means the topic has come for second initiations, means what are initiations, what is first initiation, what is second initiation. So then someone asked, why Gayatri Mantra is being more, revered than this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then he said, everything depends upon the time, place and circumstance. For the place which, for the time which we are in, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is more important for us. For lowly degraded person also they can reach. But for Gayatri Mantra, there should be some standards. You cannot do it just like that. Because that is for any yuga, na? For all the 4 yugas. The Satya Yuga, standards are very, very high. So this Gayatri Mantra is for all the 4 yugas. So he said that it has its own standards, which are more higher than the what we expect from people. So that's the reason why we give it in second initiation. That's what he said. Girish, any comments which you wanted?
No, that's what it is. Actually, భావతంలో ఉంటుంది అది. ఐ విల్ షేర్ దట్ లింక్. ఒక పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే దాంట్లో నేను లాస్ట్ టైం ఎప్పుడో చదివినప్పుడు అట్లా దాంట్లో వస్తుంది అనమాట. పర్వేడ్ కృష్ణ ఈజ్ బోత్. యాక్చువల్గా చాలా ఈ గాయత్రి మంత్రం అనేది ఒక పెద్ద బుక్ ఏమిది ఎవరు రాసిన యాక్చువల్గా డివోటీ, వెరీ బిగ్ బుక్ గాయత్రి మంత్రం.
సో గాయత్రి దేవి అన్న కూడా కృష్ణనేనా? అంటే అంటే లైక్ తెలియక.
yes,
ఓకే ఓకే.
వై నాట్ కృష్ణ? అంత క్రియేషన్ అన్నా కూడా వై నాట్ గాయత్రి, రైట్? మనం భగవద్గీతలు చదువుతున్నాం కదా, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ కమ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ హిమ్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ దట్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ గాయత్రి మంత్ర ఆల్సో, కరెక్ట్?
yes yes.
సో ఇట్స్ బిగ్ టాపిక్ యాక్చువల్గా గాయత్రి మంత్ర అంటే. దాని మీనింగ్ యాక్చువల్గా ఓం భూర్భువ స్వాహ తత్సద్వితర్వరేణ్యం భర్గో దేవస్య ధీమహి ధియో యోన ప్రచోదయాత్. అది దాంట్లో మీనింగే బ్రాడ్ ఎంతో ఉంటుంది దాంట్లో మీనింగ్. అది దాని మీనింగ్ మనం యాక్చువల్గా కంప్లీట్ మీనింగ్ ఈవెన్ ఐ హెవెంట్ ఫైండ్ ఇన్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం, బయట ఇక్కడ చదివిన దాంట్లో ఏమొస్తుందంటే పర్సనాలిటీస్, ఈవెన్ యునో ఫెమినైన్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ, మస్కులర్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. ధీమహి, ధీమహి అంటే యాక్చువల్గా దీంట్లో మనం ఇంకో పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే బ్రాహ్మణ్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ అయినా కూడా మనం ఆ ఒక్క మంత్రమే చదవము, రైట్? దట్స్ దేర్, బట్ అలాంగ్ విత్ there are different mantras Brahman initiated in our ISKCON, in our Brahmavada Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. We got other mantras also, other mantras like Guru Gayatri, then Gaura Gayatri, and then there is Govinda Nama, I forgot that exact name. Then Kama Gayatri, last one, right? So total 7 mantras we hear from spiritual master. They reside in our ears. That's every day we have to chant 10 and every day each 10 times recite. So it's a
సో కామ బీజ మంత్రం గాయత్రి మంత్రం ఒకటేనా, సేమేనా?
no కాదు, that's a different. కామ గాయత్రి అది కూడా కృష్ణనే. కామ ఉంది కదా, మదన మోహన ఉంటుంది. సో that's where it is. We'll talk in detail. Let me share in the Bhagavatam వస్తుంది కదా అది, ఆ మీనింగ్ నేను I will share it with you, then you can read and then we'll discuss some other time.
So it's like it's for a higher it's with higher standards and it's given to only qualified people.
Yes, higher standards, qualified people, and
because it is more powerful, it's more like potent in describing Krishna, so that everyone has to be in that standard, okay, to praise him. Okay.
Krishna consciousness, our understanding is highest understanding, but outside is a concocted version because they don't understand. Of course, even though they understand is powerful, since we are in a
భూభువ లోక అని అంటే అదే అన్ని లోకాలకు అధిపతి కృష్ణ, like we are praying. Yeah.
ఓం భూర్భువ స్వాహ తత్సద్వితర్వరేణ్యం భర్గో దేవస్య ధీమహి ధియో యోన. అదే ఆ ఒక్క ట్యూనే మనం, బట్ యాక్చువల్గా ఇన్ అవర్ పరంపర we have different mantras also we recite. అండ్ మళ్ళీ మనం 24 hours ఇది చేయము. ఇట్స్ అండర్స్టాండ్ త్రికాల సంధ్య, రైట్? యస్య ప్రసాద్ భగవత్ ప్రసాద్. మన పవన్ గురు 3 times త్రికాల సంధ్య అంటే మార్నింగ్, ఆఫ్టర్నూన్, ఈవినింగ్ చేయాలంటది. అవి మనం చేయట్లేదు. అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఏజ్ medicine is to chant the holy names of the Lord. That is the highest benediction. But right, we as devotees, second initiated devotee, we chant according to our Guru's instruction. Srila Prabhupada.
As Prabhuji said, like it is suitable for all ages, all yugas. But in Kali Yuga, we are doing that one, and also we are degraded. So we are also doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna.
ఒక ఆయన ఒక డివోటీ పెద్ద బుక్కే రాసిందంటే ఇట్స్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ మీనింగ్ ఉంటుంది దాంట్లో. ఒక డివోటీ
అంటే
రాసిన
నాకు ముందు నుండి డౌట్ ఉంటది, ఇది ఎప్పటి నుండో అడగాలనుకుంటున్నా.
దాని మీనింగ్ నేను పంపిస్తా. ఓకే, యా, ప్రాపర్ మీనింగ్ మన కృష్ణకాంత్ డివోటీస్ నుంచి ఐ గెట్ దట్, ఐ షేర్. ఓకే, మేము మనకు ఇనిషియేషన్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు, సెకండ్ ఇనిషియేషన్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఒక పేపర్ ఇస్తారు ఆ మంత్రాస్ది. ఐ విల్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ అండ్ లెట్ యు నో ఆ ఫస్ట్ మంత్ర. ఓకే,
okay, Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
sorry for asking.
Today నాకు ఏం ఆఫీస్ లేదు, వెల్ బీయింగ్ డే, సో నో ప్రాబ్లం. లెట్ us do some 5 minutes or 5 minutes recitation of this shloka. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభుజీ ఒకసారి చేయండి ప్రభు.
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ. సూత ప్రవాళ బర్హస్తవకోత్పలాబ్జ మాలానుప్రిక్త పరిధాన విచిత్ర వేషౌ మధ్యే విరేజతురలం పశుపాలగోష్ఠ్యాం రంగే యథా నటవరౌ పచగాయమాన.
Thank you ప్రభుజీ. Let me do Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.8. చూత ప్రవాళ బర్హస్తబకోత్పలాబ్జ మాలానుపృక్త పరిధాన విచిత్ర వేషౌ మధ్యే విరేజతురలం పశుపాలగోష్ఠ్యాం రంగే యథా నటవరౌ క్వచ గాయమానౌ. Yeah. Translation: dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower birds, Krishna and the Balarama shine forth magnificently among the assembled of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing. Think about this one. The innumerable cowherd boys, these two personalities, Krishna and Balarama, how effulgently, gloriously visible. జస్ట్ ఊహించుకుంటేనే అది మనసు కాస్త ప్యూరిఫై అవుతుంది. ఎస్, ప్లీజ్ డూ మాతాజీస్ అండ్ ప్రభుజీస్ క్విక్లీ. మీకు టైం ఉంటే 9-10 వరకు చేద్దాము. ఇట్స్ అప్ టు యూ. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు లీవ్, జస్ట్ డూ ఇట్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ లీవ్ ప్లీజ్. చేయండి మాతాజీస్ కానీ ప్రభుజీస్ కానీ చేయండి. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
చేయండి ప్లీజ్. ఎస్.
చూత ప్రవాళ బర్హస్తబకోత్పలాబ్జ మాలానుప్రక్త పరిధాన విచిత్ర వేషౌ మధ్యే విరేజతురలాం పశుపాలగోష్ఠ్యాం రంగే యథా నటవరౌ క్వచ గాయమానౌ. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్
చేయండి. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ కూడా చదవండి క్విక్.
Translation: dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower birds, Krishna and Balarama shine forth magnificently among the assembly of covered boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing.
Yes, Mata. Yeah. ఇంకా చేయండి మాతాజీ. సంయుక్త మాతాజీ, దీప మాతాజీ.
చూత ప్రవాళ బర్హస్తబకోత్పలాబ్జ మాలానుపృక్త పరిధాన విచిత్ర వేషౌ మధ్యే వీరే చతురలం పశుపాలగోష్ఠ్యాం రంగే యథా నటవరౌ క్వచ గాయమానౌ. Translation: dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower birds, Krishna and Balarama shine forth magnificently among the assembly of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Krishna, thank you. Yes. Deepa Mataji, Lavanya, please go ahead.
प्रवालबरहस्तबकोत्पलाब्जा मालानुपृक्तपरिधानविचित्रवेषौ मध्ये विरेजतुरलं पशुपालगोष्ठ्या रङ्गे यथा नटवरौ क्वच गायमानौ. Hare Krishna.
This Mataji, yeah. Go ahead, Lavanya.
च्यूतप्रवालबर्हस्तबकोत्पलाब्जा मालानुपृक्तपरिधानविचित्रवेषौ मध्ये विरेजतुरलं पशुपालगोष्ठाम् रङ्गे यथा नटवरौ कचगायमानौ. Translation: dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower birds, Krishna and Balarama shine forth magnificently among the assembly of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing. Hare Krishna.
Prabhus, Raju Prabhu, are you still there? Raju
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhu, please
Chuta
say.
prava barhak sabakotpalabja मालानुप्रीक्त परिधान विचित्र वेशौ मध्ये वीरे जतुर अलंपा सुपाल गोश्चाम रंगे यथा नटवरौ क्वच गायमानौ. Dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with the peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower birds. Krishna and Balarama shine forth magnificently among the assembly of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on the dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Raju Prabhu, Chesara, Haribol. Leda, okay. That's it. Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhuji Sanmataye. Dandavat pranams, vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Kripa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anta koti vaishnavrinda ki jai. Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Shila Gurudev ki jai. Nitaraya Gaur Hari Premanande. Hari Hari. See you all on Monday.
Happy Krishna conscious anniversary, Raju Prabhuji, Srisha Mataji.
లేరు ఆయన లేడు మాతాజీ ఆయన అదే పండగ చేసుకుందాం అని డ్రాప్ అయ్యిండేమో
ఇందాకే ఉన్నారు 1 minute బ్యాక్. సరే ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
It's okay. Yeah.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.